2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Well, it may be hard to remember now, but Joel Embiid did miss his first 2 seasons due to injuries. He said, "It was rough. I think about what I went through and how it prepared me to be a better man. I really feel like I'm the process, and the process is about me. So every time I step on the court, it's all about having fun. I'm just enjoying my time in the league." Kevin, back to you.
A lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. And the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Ben Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. And it's Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Around the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are trying to go big. If you were a coach at this point, which way would you go?
Well, it's all contingent on who your personnel is. Do your strengths lie in the post, or do they lie on the perimeter? The best coaches put their best players in positions to be successful. Can you maximize the talent on your roster?
Now here's Simmons. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Irving against Simmons. Pass to Durant. Here's Claxton. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Here is Harden, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Harris passes to MP. Another shot. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Claxton the pass to Durant. Driving to the basket. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the paint. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense. Able to absorb physical coverage and still finish.
Harden, that's good.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's MP. He gets that one. MP's got his second bucket of the game to go.
In that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open. And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Irving, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kyrie Irving so good at keeping defenders off balance. Earns a trip to the free throw line there. Nicely done.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
The shot's good. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Irving. Then for the 76ers, Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Tobias Harris.
2 minutes to play.
And now the 76ers on the break. Green inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, this is the go-to shot for Danny Green. So good in his pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot.
Pass to Mills. Ring shot on the way. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. 76ers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. The drive by MP.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Mills dishes to Griffin. Pass to Millsap. Now Mills. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And finished off by Brown.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Mills looking it over. Dishes it to Harris. Griffin kicks to Harris. Millsap's against Simmons. The pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 4.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Up top, Mills. Defended by Drummond. Great open look there.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Simmons.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And Kevin Durant able to get his shot anytime he wants, but he points out that defense requires all 5.
This league does not one-on-one defense, so it's a team defense.
I agree. Well, if they're locking teams up, they're awfully hard. In for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Paul Millsap. James Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. Irving and Harden, the 2 star guards. Bruce Brown is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Embiid wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Embiid's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Raptors was phenomenal. He had 19 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. And his play is what allowed them to finally bust free. Snapping a losing streak like that is huge for a team's confidence. Kevin, it'll be interesting to see if he can help them get another W tonight.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harden with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to KD. It's over Embiid. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Harris. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Harden against Green. Passes it to KD. 44 seconds left now here in the second. And a wide open look for Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
You just want Kyrie Irving to keep his foot on the gas pedal. He's cooking offensively. Keep it going.
Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal. Team's 5th foul.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
The Nets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Now here's Harden. 11 points last game. Pass to Millsap. And Thibault sends it back. And he recovers it. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Harris. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from KD. And a deep three from Harden. And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. And we'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. MP is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. You know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. You look at guys like LeBron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Nets trail by 16. Irving looking for an opening. Embiid against KD. Here is Harden. He has 7 and stolen by Thibault. MP up top. Feeds it to Embiid. Back to MP. The 11-footer doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving passes to Harden. Here's KD. No good off the front iron. The 76ers leading by 16. Here's MP. Finished off the break. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked.
76ers.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Joel
We've seen
Embiid.
them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And what you love about Embiid, he gives you the offense, defense, rebounding, but he also plays with an edge. He gives this team a certain confidence when they take the floor.
Irving from long range. Traps in the tray. He's got 15.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
On the wing, MP. Not going to go that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. KD against Drummond. On the wing, Irving. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And the first one pass.
When Kyrie Irving is engaged, guys, this guy is almost unstoppable. The handle, the finishing ability, the absolute fearlessness when the game hangs in the balance.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Joe Harris. The 76ers also with a sub. Tobias Harris is checked in for Drummond.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Driving inside. The shot's good from Milton. Milton's got 7 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the big three out on the perimeter. Irving the 1, Harden at the 2, and Durant the 3. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
And the basket by Harden.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second
And whenever
personal.
Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Nets trail by 21. Irving passes to Claxton. Outside Irving. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the pass to MP. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The Nets shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. MP against Harden. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this is Harden's specialty, one of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
Free throw drops for Harden. And Harden with such a high usage rate, Doris, it's incredible how efficient he is.
Guys, his percentages are fantastic for someone who has to take so many difficult shots. He's not at the finishing end of alley-oops, let's remember. This guy is not allowed clear lanes to the bucket. He gets the best defender night by night. This guy has to work for every look he gets.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. It's an 18-point game.
Really heads-up play by Kyrie Irving. On time and on-target pass. We've seen that before.
Philadelphia's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists in the game.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
KD with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Irving against Harris. And it's Irving missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
MP finds Harris. Kicks it out to MP. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His first foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for Philadelphia. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Joe Harris is checked in for Paul Millsap. And he's good on the second. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And the 76ers call time here.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive. The ability to make last-second adjustments. And I mean that whether he's in the air off his feet or with his handle, his ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
All right, look who's coming up to the
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
76ers
The
substitution.
76ers leading by 17. At the elbow, it's MP. And MP throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
And the dunk by MP.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Drummond working against KD. Clock at 6. Here's Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Simmons passes to Drummond. Good. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trail by 19. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. Here's Griffin. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg